All right, one more recap of what we've seen so far, right? So again, here's our spectrum. Now we've added oligopoly in there, and we haven't quite gotten to what involves oligopoly yet, but there you can see the differences between the three types of firms we have seen. So what about oligopoly? How many sellers? Well, not many, but not one either. A few, maybe a handful, maybe 10, but definitely not many. In terms of their product, differentiated product most of the time, so not identical products, but not a unique product without close substitutes either. And as far as entry and exit, there are substantial barriers to entry, although not as high as monopoly, obviously, but not as low as these other types of firms on the other end of the spectrum. So we can calculate something called the concentration ratio to sort of get an idea of how close the oligopoly is to a monopoly. So the closer it is to monopoly, the higher the concentration ratio will be. The further it is from monopoly, the lower it will be. So it's sort of a measure of how much market power there is, basically. And the way that we calculate it is it's the sales of the largest four firms in the industry as a percentage of the industry as a whole. So of course, for a monopoly, it would be 100% or 1, right? The ratio would be 1. Because for a monopoly, the sales of the largest four firms is exactly equal to the total industry sales with a monopoly, since there's only one firm. So this is basically a measure of oligopoly power. So here's a table giving us some examples of concentration ratios in different industries. So search engines, highly concentrated, right? You've got Google, Yahoo, and Microsoft. There's not even 4 top firms. There's 3. Okay, great. So highly concentrated, that's not a surprise. You've got some other ones here: wireless telecommunications, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, Nextel, and T-Mobile. And actually, this has become further reduced. There's even larger concentration ratio now, because I think T-Mobile and Sprint have or are going to merge very soon. Some other ones: satellite TV, soda production. That's not too surprising. Here's an interesting one: sanitary paper products. They're killing it right now. Lighting and bulb manufacturing. Probably didn't think of that, but that's highly concentrated. Tire manufacturing, household appliances, and then of course automobile manufacturing. Now, this is from 2012, so this is somewhat outdated. Tesla might be part of this now. I'm not sure, but if it's not, it will be soon. All right, so again, basically what this means, what this ratio is telling us, is it's telling us the level of oligopoly or market power in the industry. And so a higher concentration, a higher ratio, a ratio that's closer to 1 is telling us that there's greater market power. But this is a very rough measure. It's not perfect.